Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. We are finishing up this conversation where Kevin Simmons is talking to the socially awkward beta males, essentially. It's been a dope conversation so far. A lot of good things, a lot of weird things, a lot of bad things, but let's get to it.
Galaxy.
Hello.
What do you got for me?
Hello?
Yes, what do you got for me?
Oh, okay. Didn't know if you could hear me. So I wanted to ask, because I see there's like a kind of a double standard with this. Is what's the difference between a man being like aggressive and in their feelings?
Intent.
Elaborate.
Well, do you know what intent means?
Yes, I do know what intent means. It's
I'm not trying to be fun. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to. So, what do you think I'm saying when I say intent?
Either what you know, how you feel.
Let's look up the word intent to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. Intent definition. Purpose. The purpose of why you say what you say, when you're being aggressive, or if you're in your feelings, it's all about intent. Oftentimes, when someone is in their feelings, is because they are trying to demean, undercut, undermine, shut up, stifle. There's something negative versus being aggressive and just trying to necessarily prove your point. You're in your feelings because that's just what you start doing. You start speaking with words like I feel versus I know. You're not advocating for a position. You're trying to overwhelm someone with emotion. You ever have a mom and you ask a mom, mom? Then there's a level when your mom would yell, to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's in that level. She was overwhelming your reactions with her emotion. That was her way of saying, say something else in its own. Oftentimes, that's what people want to do when they're in their feelings.
It's talking to you instead of talking at you.
It can be that, but it's seeking to shut something down. So you can aggressively defend your point, but you're trying to move the ball further. When people get in their emotions, they're trying to stop. It's another way of deflecting. Okay, what else? What else do you have for me?
So you did a video in the past about lone wolves.
Yes.
And okay, so I have a different take on that subject.
How old are you?
I am 28.
28. Did you go to college?
Yes. I'm still going to college.
You're still going to college. How long have you been in college?
I've been in college 2 years.
Okay. What'd you do for the 8 years after you graduated?
What's the relevance of it?
You're asking me questions. I'm asking you questions. I don't know you. Galaxy G Star 7. What's the difference?
The same reason I don't know most other people do. Live young, live life, and
I'm just trying to understand who I'm talking to. You've been in college for the last 2 years. So what I'm trying to understand is you saying you have a different opinion, and I'm trying to understand what this opinion is based on.
Experience.
And that's what I'm trying to gauge is your experience.
Okay.
Have you been out in the work world?
Okay.
Yes or no?
My position.
Have you been in the work world?
Work world, socially, just.
In the work world from 18 to 26, did you manage or supervise anybody, or did you just have a job?
No.
Which one is it?
Didn't manage nobody.
Okay. So you disagree with me. Go ahead.
Okay. So 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 the thing is that people, it's not like, so lone wolves don't become lone wolves. People don't wake up in the morning and say like, okay, well, I'm just going to do stuff by myself. It's a reaction that they have to other people.
Hold on. Do we get to
It
choose what happens to us?
No, we don't get, but see,
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm
What do we
just,
get to choose?
we get to choose how we act.
Right. So being lone wolf is a reaction. It's not a reaction. It's a choice by
No,
logic. By logic. Logically speaking, it's a choice.
you can say that it's a choice,
No, 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 sir. No, 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 sir.
but that
No, sir.
doesn't.
No, sir. No, sir. You just said it's a choice. You said becoming a lone wolf is a reaction. And I said, do we get to choose what happens to us? You said no. I said, what do we get to choose? You said how we respond. I said, so responding by becoming a lone wolf is a reaction or a choice? It's a choice. Logically, it's a choice. Simple logic.
But it's not simple logic,
It's
because
simple logic.
we're
We don't,
over.
Galaxy, we do not argue, men do not argue simple logic. It's 2 + 2 is 4. Women argue logic. This is where you'll start getting in your feelings.
It's not in my
This is
feelings. It's
where you
based
get
on
in your
it's
feelings.
based on
This is
experience.
where you get in your feelings. Logic is not up for debate. 2 + 2 is 4.
Okay.
Reacting by becoming a lone
Okay.
wolf is a choice.
Okay. So you're just gonna act like that
No,
people,
I'm not
uh,
going to act like anything. We're not going to move any
but
further.
that's the fact
We're
that
not going to
people.
move, we're not going to
I'm
move any
not.
further
I'm not.
until we're
I'm
not
not.
going, we're not going to move any further until we can agree that you can choose to react and become a lone wolf, but you also have to acknowledge it is a choice.
Sure.
Sure.
However. However.
There's no however, because like that's just like saying but, and that's just like saying fuck you. And that's like saying that's negates everything you previously said. Now you're in your feelings. Are we going to talk like men? Are we going to talk, or you want to do this in your feelings thing? Because if so, we can stop.
As men, we're mutually talking fact.
No, the fact of the matter is choosing to become a lone wolf is a choice that you can make.
From a response, yes.
That is, who gets to pick that response?
Other people,
How
because
can other people, how can other people pick your response?
it's not the response, it's
How
the
can,
reaction
how
to the
can other
situation.
people pick your response, pick your emotion? You get to pick. You can choose to become a lone wolf or you can choose to not become a lone wolf. I mean, are we really arguing the point that you get to choose?
It's not what
It's
people
not?
choose. It's not. That's not what I'm arguing about.
Well, no, but that's the point we have to agree on, or else there's
But
nothing to go further.
well, I had a well, that's not what I'm why I'm arguing about. Not arguing, but that's not why I'm stating my position about this. That's not. Okay, so aside from lone wolf, uh awkward people, socially awkward people, right? Socially awkward people have to be in social situations to change, right? When they choose to.
Is there a question there?
Yeah, there's a question there.
Please restate. I didn't understand.
When people who are socially awkward choose to step out of their comfort zone, they have to be in social situations to do that, right?
You know, you don't have to do anything.
I'm confused
I am too.
because
I don't understand what you're asking. When socially awkward people choose to step out of their comfort zone, they have to be in social situations. Life
yeah,
is a so life is a
change
social life is a social life is a social situation.
more than what life provides, though.
Please get to the ultimate point. I got other people. You're
The
not making
ultimate
any
point,
you're not making any sense, and there are 473 people
the
listening. You're not
okay,
making any sense.
the ultimate point is the cycle
Are you socially awkward?
repeats. The cycle
Are you
repeats.
socially awkward?
I never doubted. I said I
Okay.
was speaking from experience. I'm not
Okay. So you're
telling
socially
somebody.
awkward. And how do you think this conversation has flowed? Do you think there's been a flow, or it's been disconnected and choppy?
I think there was a lot of questions asked.
I ask you, how do you think this conversation has flowed?
Should it be flowing?
You're unresponsive. I'm going to ask you again. How do you think this conversation has flowed? It has flowed.
Smooth as water.
All right. If you honestly believe it has flowed smooth as water, it explains why you're in the position you're in now.
No, it does not.
Yes, it honestly does.
No, it does
You're a
not.
socially awkward, sarcastic asshole, and that's cool. That's why no one likes you. I
Well,
don't
it's
have that.
different.
I don't have that problem.
Okay, if I'm speaking from okay,
I'm sitting here trying to talk to you, and I ask you a simple question, and you get defensive. Go back and look in the chat room. You may be a witty, funny person to yourself. I ask you simple, basic questions that you could not answer. We want to argue logic. And at the end of the day, you're the socially awkward one in college at 28 years old who can't answer basic questions about who he is. And then I ask you to reframe a question 3 times and it still makes no sense. Interactions with human beings are not supposed to be this contentious. No one likes to sit around and deal with an asshole, especially an asshole who's socially awkward who thinks he's funny. That shit may work on with your action figures and your comic books, but it doesn't work in the world.
and it usually isn't, Mr. Samuels.
Well, let me ask you. So, you've been socially awkward. How's your love life?
Those aren't the same.
How's your love life?
They're not.
Do you
Those
have a
aren't.
girlfriend?
But you act like those are
Have
the
you had a girl?
same.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I'm not being defensive, but those
Do you
aren't
have?
the same.
Do you have a girlfriend? This is my show. I get to ask the questions. Do you have a girlfriend?
But you're asking that just
I'm
to
going to
prove
answer.
a
Do you
point
have a
that
girlfriend?
isn't
So you
based
don't
on
have. So
fact.
you're unresponsive. He has no girlfriend. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Are you currently sexually active? Or have you ever been sexually active?
oh, great.
Excuse me.
You're using
Have
so
you?
you know,
Are you a virgin? I asked these questions to everybody else before you.
yes, but you
No,
do
no,
that
no,
to
no,
prove
no.
a
I
point
asked these questions to everyone else before you. Please answer the question. Are you a virgin or no? Yes or no?
sure.
All right. You can either answer the question or you can leave.
Yes.
You're a virgin. All right. Is that something you're proud of?
I'm not proud of that, but
Okay, well then, so what is your purpose for calling? Is it to debate with me about how there's nothing wrong and this is natural or normal, or that you need some
I
help?
didn't say that.
So what is your purpose of you being here? Do you need some help with something, or do you want to justify why you're here? I don't care if you're okay. If you're happy with your situation, knock yourself out. But what's your
Oh,
point? What's your point?
my point is there's a cycle that continues.
Right.
And
And you
though
get
a
and you
person
get to
and
pick
though
it. And you get to pick it.
yes, we can pick the
You can pick it. You can be becoming a lone wolf. You can pick to break the cycle. You can pick to address your issues. I don't care about how you got where you got. I care about what you're doing about it.
but that matters
No, it
because
doesn't. No, it
unless
doesn't. No, 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 no. See, that's the difference. It matters to you. To the rest of us in the world, we don't give a shit.
and why wouldn't it?
Because
Nah,
we don't have to care about why your shit is your shit. We got our own stuff. We don't have to
yeah,
worry. No. Let me explain something to you. People don't have to understand why you're fucked up. People only care about how you're fucked up affects them. Human beings are selfish. You know you're fucked up. I know I'm fucked up. It's our responsibility to address our issues. People who expect other people to make allowances for them, to accept them and say, well, he's fucked up. That's what your family does.
let me give you a clue.
No, let me go ahead.
Nobody,
Let me go ahead.
nobody,
Let me go ahead.
nobody that
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. I'm not gonna argue with a socially awkward 28-year-old virgin who wants to tell me it's the world's problem. Knock yourself out, brother. Nope. See why this is why I titled this show. I know these guys.
That was wild. That was hilarious. I haven't heard that conversation in years. It's been so long. I don't even know what to say after that. That was just a very funny conversation.
I know these guys. Mike, what's going on? That's why I titled this show. I know these guys. I know these guys. What's going on, Mike? Mike, what's going on?
What's going on, Mike? I mean, Mr. Samuel.
What's going
I just needed some assistance with just how I carry myself overall
Okay.
and what I should do moving forward.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Are you in college?
I'm not in college at the moment. I just got a full-time position at Bank of America as a teller.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Are you actively dating?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Are you actively dating?
Not at the moment. I actually just got out of a relationship about 5 months ago.
All right. Are you still a virgin or not?
No, I'm not a virgin. I have 4 bodies on me.
Okay.
2
cool.
of them are prostitutes.
Well,
I'll admit to that.
Still counts. So what do you mean about how you carry yourself, personally or professionally?
Kevin, this may be one of them.
Personally, professionally, and with women.
Well, professionally, you need to work your ass off. If you got a job at Bank of America.
Just real quick, yeah, with that prostitute thing, you're paying either way, guys. Get over it. You got a girlfriend, you're gonna take her out to dinner, you're gonna take her out to movies, you're gonna buy her gifts all year round, including her birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, etc. And in fact, you're actually paying a lot more if you do have a girlfriend, so knock yourselves out.
You don't have a college degree, you're going to need to gain as much experience and volunteer for as many shitty assignments and learn as much as you can about the business. Your job between 20 and 30 is to keep your head down and learn as much as you can, 60 hours a week minimum. Okay. Now, as far, because you got to figure out who it is you want to be, what it is you want to do. You're going to make a lot of errors. You got to try a lot of things to learn these things. Professionally, try to find a mentor inside of the organization. If it's not your manager, maybe it's an older rep, someone who can take you under their wing and teach you the ropes. That'll work itself out. Personally, while you're out doing that, the main thing is, number one, make sure any interaction you have with women doesn't result in any kind of pregnancy. But at 20 years old, I would tell most of you 20-year-old guys to focus on your purpose and then having interactions with women, but not taking it too seriously. Do you want to get, at the end of the day, let's say when you're 40 years old, do you want to be married with children or something like that? What do you want 40-year-old you to look like?
Oh, I would love to have children. I'd love to have a beautiful wife that's also successful. And I'd also like to break this, cycle of poverty that I have within my family.
Okay,
Quite
you said you want a
honestly,
beautiful wife who's successful. So you want your wife to work?
that would be ideal. I mean, but then again, as a man, you would want to be the provider. So if I could make enough to where she would, could stay at home with the kids, that would be great.
See, therein lies the rub. Those are two different women.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are not a college grad and you want a woman to be successful, most successful women went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Most women look at men to have at least what they have. So if you want a professional wife, you're going to have to become a professional man. That's just something to consider. But what I heard you say is you would love to have a beautiful wife and be successful and break the cycle of poverty. best way you avoid helping poor people is don't become one. But what I'm kind of hearing in you is you want a woman. You want a woman now.
Yes, I do,
All right.
100%.
What does your father have to say about this?
My father passed away when I was 12, and before that, he wasn't really in my life. He was, an alcoholic.
Like most of us single mother raised boys, we
Yes,
always are
sir.
looking to replace our love from our mothers. That is going to be a huge, huge blind spot for you.
Hmm.
Huge blind spot because beta males, it's more of a beta tendency to long for the love of a good woman. Alpha
Hmm.
males, alpha males tend to want to just roam and do their things, but most guys are either stuck in the point to where they want either short-term or long-term monogamous relationships or committed relationships. I would suggest this: do you have any good friends like your rat pack, guys that you trust their judgment as much as your own?
I have one or two.
You're going to need about 5. And every woman that you will consider making serious in your life, you need to run her through the gauntlet. And if anyone comes back with a ding on her whole facts, you do not take her seriously. That is
Hmm.
until you develop the experience and the maturity to be able to pick well for yourself. Because as a single mother-led young man who's out there working, you are more than likely going to pick the wrong woman. And you're going to pick her and fall in love with it. Because you kind of come off as that guy who is, I'm looking for love, which is nothing wrong with that. But in today's environment, you need to get more than one opinion before a man as you commit until you can know that you can make the right choice. Did you break up with your ex or did she break up with you?
That is a excellent point, and I think it's one I mentioned either this video or the last video. A good group of guys is never wrong for any type of thing, especially judging women that will be your potential partner or mate or whatever. Uh, Business ventures, endeavors, or whatever. Yeah, stuff like that. Get you a good group of friends. Get you a solid group of people that, how he just said, your judgment or the values that you have, they also have. It is so underrated as far as male friends and stuff like that. But yeah.
I broke up with her.
Why did you break up with her?
Well, one night when we were
She cheated.
drinking, I had wound up picking up her phone, and I
She
used
cheated.
her.
So she cheated. So basically,
Yes,
okay. So
not sexually.
doesn't matter. She didn't respect you.
Hmm.
So you did have the balls to walk away, but she had already ended the relationship. You just caught her before she was out the door. That means you chose wrong. Okay? Just take the lesson. You were able to walk away. Don't take her back. Don't talk to her. Leave her alone. She stays in the trash heap. But you picked wrong. Take the lesson. A lot of us who've been raised this way pick wrong. And after we get cheated on, how do you think you learn to become a better version, to get to a point to where I don't have these problems anymore? You become better at vetting. Make sense? Keep your
Yes.
head down. Stay in your purpose. Get a mentor at work. Work your ass off. Get a part-time job. Women are for fun. You don't need to be starting thinking about a woman until you're about 35. When you're 35, you go get your 23-year-old wife or 24-year-old wife. By
The
that
thing
time,
is,
by that time, you'll have had enough industry experience, money, and you'll have a big enough disparity between your age to where she'll still look at you in a level of reverence and respect. Do not try to make a relationship with women your age. They will not look at you on the same level, especially if they have a college degree. Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, it'd just be great to have somebody to talk to. It feels like I don't have anybody to vent to, no open ears. That's why I want a woman, somebody to
Well, no,
confide
no,
in.
no, 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 no. Oh, Joe, see, okay, I'm about to take my belt off. I'm about to whoop your ass now.
Please tear me apart, man.
Every woman is not your fucking mother. Your mother is the only woman you can talk to and vent to because she had you, she bore you. These other women don't owe you the love a mother owes you. Their love is conditional, and it should be. Women have hypergamy. Understand something. That fairy tale shit that's why you're imbalanced, because you didn't have a dad and a mother. You want to talk to your friends. You need a mentor and a coach because daddy ain't there. But you don't talk to your woman. You want to lose a good woman? Go and talk to her about your problems. Go talk to her about shit that's going on. She'll be fucking your best friend by Saturday. Man, you better come on in. You want to keep a relationship going? You stay in the masculine role. You let your woman stay in the feminine role. She gets to vent and download to you. You go talk to the goddamn tree. You only cry in front of your woman when an immediate family member dies or when you break both arms. And then you can only cry for about 3 seconds. Man, the fuck up. Get off this Disney rom-com bullshit. That's what has most of us single mother raised boys fucked up blue pill beta male soy boys. They ain't got the nerve to be mad at women because we bitches. Nope. Become the man of your dreams before you find the woman of yours. Feel me?
That's gonna take some time.
That's why I say you got 15 years. The fuck you waiting for, man? You ain't even but 20, man. Do you realize I laugh at 20-year-olds, dude? 10 years ago, you was in the 4th grade. What you rushing to get to the end for? Life is long, bro. Life is real long. But hey, don't take my advice. Go fall in love next week. Go out here and fuck around with a single mama and shoot your load up in her and give her a baby, and then have that shit break up, be on child support. Then have to work 2 jobs because you can't afford to do nothing else. Then see what happens. I've already told you what to do. Take some time. You don't deserve a relationship at 20 years old because the real talk, you ain't got nothing. You can't provide for a woman. You can't provide for yourself. You got no money, no security, no insurance, no nothing. If you found the woman of your dreams, y'all got married next week. She got pregnant. Can you take care of a baby?
Yeah, potentially.
No, you can't. Not well.
Not well.
How much are you making at the bank?
I make about 1,000 every 2 weeks.
$24,000 a year. So you make $12 an hour.
17.
17. So, okay. That's great for a 20-year-old, but it ain't shit for a husband and a kid. You broke as shit.
Yep.
That's why I mean you're not ready. You're not even emotionally ready. What you're trying to feel with a woman, what manhood and masculinity and purpose should feel for you. Women are add-ons to a man who's already living a fulfilled life. She's not there to be your purpose. Women don't like to be that for men. That's why they cheat on you. You put too much pressure on a woman when you try to make her your world. They're not built for this shit, man. So when you say I want a successful woman, that's why I stopped you. I was like, ooh. What means you want a successful woman is because you ain't going out making plenty of money for yourself. Why don't you make that $200,000 for yourself and then have your woman stay at home?
Man, that's easier said than done. I don't know where to go.
Okay, how about this then? Keep going home and having your girl texting other motherfuckers. Was that easy? Was it easy? Picking up a phone, seeing what you saw?
Of course it wasn't easy. I had to sleep with her.
Then there you go.
Had to wake up and tell her to get the fuck out of my crib.
Well, yeah, you can tell that, but the point is, you can talk tough like that. But you got to pick. You either put yourself in a position to be a man to where she would not even dare think about doing that because the consequences are too high. She wouldn't want that to happen, or you become a beta male and then take your shot. The rules haven't changed. It's just the way men look at the world are, especially you younger guys. But there you go, man. Hope that helps you out, man. I got to run. This show's ran too long.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Samuels. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for everything.
No problem. Peace. Okay, guys. Oh, what a show. I wasn't expecting.
What a show indeed. That was a lot of funny stuff said. There's a lot of information in that show. That was a good one. That was a very good one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for the next couple of videos. My work life is keeping me very busy, which is why we can't upload as much, but we're going to try and do our best. So, yeah, y'all take it easy.